story time. I'm Pear, and today I'll be reading a classic fairy tale, Hansel and Gretel.
And I'll be helping!
I didn't ask for your help, Orange.
Well, you're getting it anyway!
Great. All right. Once upon a time, there were two children named Hansel and Gretel.
And they were really sad because their names were funky.
Orange, if you don't know the story, then don't say anything. What was that?
Nothing.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, now their mean stepmother hatched a plot to ditch them out in the woods.
Wow, that's a ditchy thing to do.
But Hansel and Gretel were smart. On the ground behind them, they left a trail of...
Reese's Pieces.
What? No, breadcrumbs.
Nuh-uh, I remember this. It was Reese's Pieces and E.T. thought they were delicious. Chocolate.
What? Dude, that didn't happen.
Sure did. And then Hansel and Gretel and E.T. had a dance party. And E.T. showed them his greatest move, the no-pants dance. Yeah!
Dude! That didn't happen!
It did too. E.T. didn't have any pants on, so that's why they call it the no-pants dance.
No, not that. E.T. has nothing to do with this.
Then what you talking about?
We're doing Hansel and Gretel.
Oh, right.
Okay, anyway. Hansel and Gretel get lost in the woods despite the trail they left on the ground.
Because E.T. ate the Reese's Pieces.
But they soon came upon a house made of candy that's just incredible.
And edible.
That's right. They start eating the house, and suddenly a mean old witch comes out and
grabs them and flies them across the sky in front of the moon on her bicycle.
No, that's E.T., Orange.
Oh, yeah, whoops. I meant a DeLorean.
She doesn't do that either, dude.
Oh, yeah. It was a pterodactyl, that's right.
Hey! There is no pterodactyl. Can you let me finish?
Okay.
So the witch takes the kids inside the candy house. Once inside, she tells Hansel to get into the...
Gretel!
No, it's the oven, but close enough.
And so Hansel's super confused now because the witch wants him to stand on top of his sister for some reason.
Her name is Gretel.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You said Gretel. Her name is Gretel.
Right. Gretel.
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 Gretel!
We're saying the same exact thing, Pear.
We are not! Would you let me finish the story?
Okay. Just don't say something you'll regret.
Hansel and Gretel come up with a plan to trick the mean old witch.
Ooh, pranks! This is the part where they trick the witch into sitting on a whoopee cushion, right?
No, dude!
Oh, they tricked her into clicking on a video that was actually a Rickroll.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, and then they tricked her into eating a cake filled with boogers.
What? Oh, gross, dude! Would you knock it off right now and just let me finish the story?
Jeez, okay.
So Hansel and Gretel come up with a plan to trick the witch into climbing into the oven. They flip it on, and voila! They're saved from the witch!
Which witch?
The witch we've been talking about this whole time.
Which is which again?
Oh, I see. You're just saying the word witch a bunch.
But which witch is which?
Stop it. Anyway, Hansel and Gretel get rid of the witch, and they
phoned home!
No! That is E.T.!
They phoned home and got to go back to their home planet, and they ate a bunch of Reese's Pieces.
No, that didn't happen.
Yaha! E.T. and Pterodactyl were there too, and they ate Reese's Pieces, and they danced the no-pants dance to the ends of time.
That isn't how the story ends!
Yaha! Yes, it is! Yes, it
No.
is! The end!
Orange! Welcome, everyone. I've got my cup of cocoa here, and this should be a very relaxing, pleasant story time with Pear
And Orange!
Goody. Today I'll be reading you the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
Nah, we don't need no stinking book. I know this story by heart.
Do you? Because last time...
Excuse me, Pear. Who's telling the story?
It's supposed to be me telling the story.
And yet, here I am telling it. Anywho, after a long day of keeping bikes secure outside the local elementary school, Goldilocks went for a ride into the woods and came upon a house. Nobody seemed to be home, so she went inside like a total creeper. Inside were 3 chairs.
1 small chair, 1 large chair, and 1 medium chair.
Nope. They were all the same size. Goldilocks sat down in the first chair, and suddenly arm shackles sprang out, and the thing came down and clapped on her head, and she realized she was in an electric chair.
What?
And at this point, point, she said to herself, this chair is too electrified. So she moved on to the next chair.
Oh, good grief.
She sat in the next one, and it was very comfortable until she found a lever on the side, and she pulled it, and it turned out to be an ejector seat.
You are making this up.
Nuh-uh. Goldilocks got ejected up like a zillion feet into the air. Luckily, she was wearing her squirrel wingsuit, though, and flew right back into the house safely so she could sit in the third chair.
I can't wait to hear what crazy thing you have planned for this third chair.
Nothing crazy. The chair was perfectly normal, and Goldilocks realized this chair is just right.
Okay, good. Now we're getting the story back on track.
Now, you didn't let me finish, Pear. Goldilocks realized this chair is just right. Up another lever, which she pulled and got ejected up into the stratosphere.
What?
Yeah, she orbited the Earth a couple times up there because luckily she had her spacesuit with her.
How many suits does this girl have?
And then she squirrel-suited back to the house. Bumping an air traffic control tower along the way, making a sonic boom right next to them as a prank.
Goldilocks!
So Goldilocks flew back to the house, kept walking through it, and came upon 3 boom boxes.
Boom boxes?
Boom boxes, Pear. You know, from the 90s.
Yeah, I know what they are. I just didn't realize there were boom boxes in the story of Goldilocks and the 3 Bears.
There sure are. See, there was 1 small boom box, 1 big boom box, and 1 medium boom box. Goldilocks turned on the first one, and it was playing 90s hip-hop, and she started bugging out to it.
Bugging out to it?
Uh-huh. Then she tried the bigger boom box, and that music was even more bug-outable, and she started dancing like crazy. Girl was out of control, Pear.
All right, now let me guess. She played the 3rd medium-sized boom box, and the music was just right.
Nope, she didn't make it to the 3rd boom box. The 3 bears came home, and they were angry. So they ate her.
They ate Goldilocks?
Yeah, because they're bears, and that's what bears do. I did mention they were bears, right?
Yes, you mentioned that there were bears. It's just, that's the end of the story? Goldilocks gets eaten while bugging out to 90s hip-hop?
No, that's not the end.
Okay, good.
See, remember all those school kids who depended on Goldilocks to secure their bikes during the school day?
Yeah?
Well, with Goldilocks gone, all their bikes got stolen, and they had to walk home from school.
Okay.
And they decided to take a shortcut through the woods where they all met up with some bears, and they all got eaten too.
What?
Yeah, and actually the bears went on to eat everyone, and soon bears overtook the world and created a society where everyone bugs out all the time. The end.
Orange, I'm reading the book next time. You hear me? Orange? Orange! Where the heck did you...
Sonic boom!
Ow! Ah! Welcome to Story Time with Pear. Orange is out buying a new kazoo right now, so we shouldn't have any unwelcome interruptions as we read the story of the 3 little pigs. Once upon a time...
Orange discovered online shopping and bought a kazoo from home! Woohoo!
No!
Sorry, Pear, but this orange is round in shape and round the kitchen. Ooh, the 3 little pigs. I love telling this story. Can I?
Fine. Just tell it the way it's written, though, okay?
Please, not a chance. I got this. Straight out the dome, yo. Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs. And each of these pigs had a little piggy house to help keep them safe from a big, bad worm.
No, it's not a worm. It's a wolf.
Wolf. Right. Sorry. I read that wrong.
You aren't reading anything.
So the piggies find out this wolf is coming, and they all run to their houses. The first little pig, he built his house out of boogers.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry. I know you prefer the French pronunciation. Boogers.
It's not the pronunciation I have issues with, dude. The first little pig made his house out of straw.
Oh, well, in my version, he uses a straw. That's how he gets the boogers that are way in there, you know? So the wolf's all like, booger pig, let me come in. And the booger pig's like, not by the booger on my chinny chin chin. And the wolf's like, whatevs, that's fine. I'll just huff and puff and I'll blow your house up.
What?
And he did. The booger house went up like a torch. People 3 states over were getting bits of boogers falling in their soup like crazy.
Orange!
Okay. I'll move on. So the wolf went to the second pig's house. Now this pig built his house
out of sticks.
No, actually he built it way better than that. Second pig built his house to code and adhere to the OSHA regulations.
Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't expect that.
And let me tell you, neither did the wolf. He showed up and was really impressed by the quality siding OSHA pig Shinny shin shingles.
Oh, brother.
Then the wolf goes, then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house up.
And let me guess, it didn't work because the house was well built and up to code.
Not even close. Wolf used a ton of TNT. That house was gone, baby, gone.
Orange! The whole moral of this story is how taking your time and building a proper house pays off in the end.
Jeez, Pear, there's still a third pig we haven't even talked about yet. Let me finish.
Yeah, all right, I guess you're right. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. Anywhoosies, the wolf goes to the third pig's house. Can you guess what his house was made of?
Well, in the book, it's bricks.
Well, in my mind, it's Bruce Willis's.
I'm sorry. The pig's house is made out of Bruce Willis, the actor?
Yep, a whole bunch of them.
This makes no sense.
It makes 6 cents if you ask me.
This better be going somewhere, Orange.
So the wolf's like, little pig, and then Bruce Willis pig cuts him off and he's all like, look, we all know where this is going. Not by the Bruce on my Willy Will Willis. Just go ahead and blow up my house, okay? And the wolf's like, you asked for it, here it comes.
And
he does. Blows up the house.
The final house blows up? That's not how it's supposed to end.
Pear, you don't understand. Imagine all those Bruce Willises flying through the air, riding the blast wave like crazy. Have you ever imagined such a thing?
I can safely say I have not.
Well, imagine it, darn it. Bruce Willis is flying everywhere, riding the waves, looking super tough, falling into people's soup bowls 3 states over.
Okay, I imagined it. So, what's the moral of the story?
The moral is, explosions are awesome.